Yo guys, we're gonna be checking out the Eonon UA13. This is the latest car stereo from Eonon, and it's probably the only car stereo with Android 13. Pretty cool. Let's check it out. Oh, okay, just kidding. There's another one in here. There we go. Whew. Here's this car stereo. We're gonna unbox this in a bit. Let me put it to the side and we'll check out all the accessories that come with this. Brown mystery box. Oh, felt like I just opened up a treasure chest. All right, looks like we have a bunch of wire harnesses all in one bag. And what's left is the user manual. All right, let's take a look at the interface. This is something to really consider because you got this car stereo in front of your face all day when you're driving. So I think the user interface is really important to think about. All right, just like any Android car stereo, you're gonna have this hidden navigation menu. Use the drag down from the top. You can change the volume, adjust the brightness. You got quick access to internet and Bluetooth settings and a bunch of other settings as well. I really like that they have this restart button right here. This will completely restart the system. It'll turn it off, turn it back on, just in case you're having any type of issue. Typically on other car stereos, you would have to get like a needle or a pin to poke this little hole right here to restart the stereo, but on this one, you can just tap on that button and you're good to go. Super easy. We have another hidden menu over here. It's very faint, but it's on every screen. And when you tap on it, you get all of these icons. It's like a quick access to the preloaded apps. You got a bunch of Google apps, YouTube. You can open up your music player, Bluetooth player, and you can even go straight to Netflix. On the left-hand side, you get a standard icon dock. The very first one is going to be your navigation app, which is right here. Tap on it, you'll see it's Google Maps. Right under that, you're gonna get the video player. This is for videos that's on the car stereo or on a USB flash drive that you plug in yourself. This large circular icon is how you'll access all of the apps that are preloaded on here and the apps that you download yourself from the Google Play Store. This one will take you to your Bluetooth settings. This is how you'll be able to set up wireless Apple CarPlay or wireless Android Auto. And at the very bottom, this is your stereo settings. I like how they categorize all the settings. Instead of just having one long list, you got different tabs. You got network, device, personal, system, and assembly. Here you'll be able to set up your steering wheel control. You get a panel LED control. It's pretty much just button right here. You can have it turn on whenever you turn on your headlights. You could probably just leave it on by setting it to power. Or if you just want the button to be off all of the time, just click off. Back on the home screen, there's a fourth navigation bar right here. This one is customizable. If you tap and hold the icon, you could remove them. I highly recommend adding the Z-Link 5 because this is the app that you use for going to Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. This is pretty much the reason why you would even upgrade your car stereo to begin with. If you're unfamiliar with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, let me show you. So you got the USB cable that says CarPlay. Plug in your cord and plug in your iPhone or Android device. If you have an iPhone, it's going to open up Apple CarPlay. Boom, there you go. Okay, so we tap down here. We're going to get a split screen, which is navigation and the music player. You could go full-size navigation or you could go full-size music player. Pretty cool. 9 times out of 10, you're either going to be on your music player or navigation. Now, about Apple CarPlay, this is pretty much just a built-in app that allows you to interact with your phone without actually using your phone. So in this system, you're able to make phone calls, listen to text messages. You could use any navigation app that you like. You can see I got Apple Maps, Google Maps, Dash Your app, Still never dashed yet. And it'll also load up all of your music apps. So I got Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Pandora, and a few other ones. You'll notice these icons right here. These are pretty much your designated app. Let's say if I'm listening to music, I know where the music's playing from. It's from Spotify, right? But if I go to a different app, let's say YouTube Music, and you'll notice immediately the icon changes. Pretty cool. Right now we're in Google Maps. If I open up Apple Maps, icon changes. And that's pretty much it. Very simple system, but as you can see, it's very nice to look at, simple to use, and it really modernizes your car. So we can get out of here by pressing this home button or tapping this car icon. So since you guys seen CarPlay, let me show you Android Auto. We're going to use the same cord that says CarPlay. Plug in your USB, get your Android phone, plug it in. And as soon as you plug it in, it automatically opens right here. And there you go. Now this device doesn't have its own internet, so that's why the map is not loading. But you can see it's very similar to the Apple CarPlay. You get the split screen, navigation app, music player. The left hand side, you get the designated apps again. It shows you which apps you're using. And if you tap down here on the bottom, you can see that Android Auto has a few extra apps. Like they got this game snacks. You can play games on here. Pretty cool. You can tap on either one of these and it'll take the full screen. So full screen music player. Now remember guys, CarPlay and Android Auto does work wirelessly. So you just go to Z-Link and it'll tell you how to connect via Bluetooth. If you tap down here, notice how the icon changes. This is for CarPlay or Android Auto. This is for screen mirroring. In my opinion, I think screen mirror is useless, especially when the car stereo already comes with the Google Play Store. Because through the Google Play Store, you could download YouTube or Netflix. But with this Eonon car stereo, it already comes with Netflix and YouTube installed. Pretty cool. So just my opinion, I think the screen mirror feature is pointless on this device, which is a good thing. Let's see, back on the home screen, you guys seen we got the navigation right here, and this will show you your speed if you have the GPS antenna installed. By default, this is set to kilometers, and if you want to change it, you just tap and hold. See, it's kilometers, tap and hold. Now it's miles per hour. Up top, this acts as a USB MP3 player and a radio. See that icon? It's a music icon. If you tap on it, it changes to the radio icon. So you could tap on this player. This is the radio interface. It's a very elegant looking interface to me. You can easily skim through tracks. That's very convenient. You know how back in the day you would have to manually tap the button to get where you want to go. Well, here you can drag to wherever you want. Tap and hold to save the station. Boom. Boom. And yes, this is RDS, so pretty much it'll display the radio station's information. So let's go to 95.1. Boom. And right there, see, it shows the station information up top and down below. And that's the current song playing, I Know by Travis Scott on Kiss 95.1. You. On some car stereos, they only have like a small little text area for the station information. I like how they have it right here, front and centered, and you can read the whole thing. Pretty nice, pretty nice. All right, so we've pretty much gone over everything on the home screen. Let's check out all of the apps that are pre-installed on the Eonon car stereo. So these apps are going to be alphabetized. The first one is auxiliary. This is how you'll be able to access your auxiliary port, just in case you're still using an auxiliary cord to listen to music on the MP3 player or something. But this also displays the video for the RCA connections, the red, white, and yellow wires. You could technically hook up a PlayStation or Xbox to this and it'll appear right here on the screen. Bluetooth, that's going to take you to the Bluetooth settings where you could change the stereo's Bluetooth name and how you set up Apple CarPlay and Android Auto for a wireless connection. Bluetooth music, just in case you're Bluetoothing to a random device that's not an Apple or Android device. Car info, I don't really know how this works or how does it get your car's information, but I couldn't get it to work. And there's not anything for me to show you in here. you get the Google Chrome browser, Equalizer. The Equalizer is pretty nice. We get 5 different presets: standard, rock, popular, jazz, and classical. You can easily customize your own like that. Or if you're gonna be more specific, just tap on this and you can manually change each frequency yourself to dial in the sound you want. If you tap on this middle tab, here you can distribute the power to any speaker. So obviously if you set it to all 4 speakers are gonna get the same amount of power. This one is for your subwoofer. So if you have an amplifier and sub hooked up, you could change the settings. And this last one, you could actually raise the volume on each speaker. So even though they have the same volume, the front left is gonna sound louder because I'm closer to it, right? But if I raise the front right speaker, now it's gonna give me the illusion that I'm sitting directly in between the left and right speaker. It's a pretty cool feature and it does make a difference. I definitely recommend playing around with this in your car and it'll make you enjoy your car stereo a lot more. File Explorer, you could browse audio files on this car stereo or on your USB device. Phota. I'm not too familiar with this, but it appears that you can update this car stereo if Eonon releases any software updates. Hopefully Eonon gives us updates and helps keep this car stereo running smoothly. Now here, if you have a front camera hooked up, you could tap on it and get a live view of the front camera. Now, you might think this is pointless, but if you have a low car like me, it comes in handy. This front camera will help me see what exactly is in front of me and how close I am until I hit something. So it's definitely very useful, especially if you want to avoid hitting anything on your front bumper. Gallery, this is going to load all of your images on your USB flash drive. Boom. This is the Google app. It's pretty much just the Google search engine. Yep. GPS monitor. If you hook up the GPS antenna, this is a great way to tell if it's working correctly. You'll see all this information keep moving and changing. Boom. Mirror settings. I didn't really mess with this, but again, I personally wouldn't use this feature. Music, this is for your USB MP3 files. I actually really like the interface here. In the background, you get the old Windows 98 media player background. If you pause the music, the background pauses as well. I like how each song has their album artwork and you get the title and artist up there. It would be nice if I could slide to change songs, but nope, you have to tap on it. When you tap on this icon, see how it brings everything out like that? That's such a nice, smooth and elegant looking transition. I think it would flow much better if you could also do that with the music when you change the music, right? Well, anyways, when you tap on this, this is your MP3 list. Pretty nice. You could go up here and browse by artists, browse by albums, or even browse by folders. Pretty cool. And you guys already know, this car stereo comes pre-installed with Netflix. It works just like a tablet. So if you have an Android tablet or an iPad, it's the same exact thing really. Panel light color. It's just this button right here. You can change it to whatever you'd like. Boom, boom, boom. Google Play Store. Man, through this, the possibilities are endless. You can download whatever app you want, any game you want. You can even download what's called a launcher. As in, if you don't like this theme, you could download a customizable interface and change up the car stereo however you like. But in my opinion, those launchers are usually pretty glitchy and they're not that appealing to me. I actually like this layout a lot, but I'm usually in Apple CarPlay anyways. You guys already seen the radio. Screensaver, it just puts a clock up. I guess if you just want the screen to look plain. Next page, you get the car stereo settings, theme. There's 3 different pre-installed themes. You got the black one, a dark purple one, and this really bright white one. And look at that, everything's just nice and bright. I honestly prefer the darker one. It's easier on the eyes, so we'll switch back. Boom. Torque. Now this app is used with an accessory. It's a device that connects to your car to read the check engine light codes. So you would have to buy the accessory separately. you would Bluetooth to the device, and you would be able to read the fault codes. Yeah, video is for the video files on your USB flash drive. You get a voice search, car stereo, UA13. Shows places. But look at that, eBay, Eonon UA13. Hey. I guess voice search is useful, so you don't have to sit here and like tap on the screen. Wallpaper, it's just gonna change this background right here on the app menu. So we go in here, we'll pick this bright one, right? Set wallpaper, and see behind the apps, that's what changes back on the home screen. It's still the default theme. And you can also upload your own backgrounds. Let's go to gallery right here. I got some images preloaded on my USB. Let's pick this one. This is set background. And if we go back, there we go. Pretty nice. And lastly, probably my most favorite feature on this car stereo is YouTube. Now, I don't watch videos while I drive, but I like being able to, you know, listen to different things versus music all the time, you know? It's pretty nice to have YouTube on the car stereo, but at the end of the day, it's just a car stereo, and it's up to you. Like, what are you looking for in a car stereo? Do you just want a car stereo that has navigation? Do you just want wireless Apple Carplay and Android Auto? Do you want the Google Play Store, YouTube, Netflix? There's all kinds of options out there, but this Eonon UA13, it does everything. It's got the steering wheel control, front camera, reverse camera. I didn't show you guys that, but if I put it in reverse, you get the reverse view. Pretty cool. I really like the fact that it has the volume knob. And one big thing that really caught my attention on this car stereo is when I was logging into my Google account, I noticed that the keyboard was very responsive and accurate because this is a small screen and I have big fingers. So when I'm typing stuff, I was pretty amazed that it kept up with my inputs and it was accurate. Well, there you have it. That's my review on the Eonon UA13 and my personal opinion. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Yeah! And if you're thinking about getting this product for yourself, please use the provided link in the description as it helps out the channel. And alright guys, before we leave, please hit that like button and I'll see you on the next one. Yeah!